Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Metroid Marathon.
Sorry for the brief delay. My computer was being poorly behaved. Anyway, hi. Welcome to Antichamber. I'm Brian, and this is Antichamber.
And Mark is Remote Couch.
Mark is a disembodied voice in my computer. So, Mark, you said you've played Antichamber before.
Yes, by played I mean beaten.
Yes.
Do you want to give the overview of what the game is, or would you like me to do it? Because I don't want to spoil surprising things.
Well, I don't want to spoil surprising things either. I just wasn't sure exactly, like, had you beaten it, had you played some of it, etc., etc. However, knowing that you have, in fact, played through this whole game, at least you'll know what the deal is. But to explain for anyone in the audience who's not familiar with Antichamber, this is a first-person puzzle game where space is really strange. That's kind of the best description I can come up with for it. So we're just going to start by clicking here to choose our destination and go to this room which says jump. And to start with, I will jump. And here we go. This is.
And now we're in this. The first thing that I remember about this game is that it's very colorful.
It's extremely.
In, like, attack your eyes ways.
Oh yeah, it's. We've got white, black, and other bright colors, and that's it.
Grow Home, our previous game, we thought was pretty minimalist. This game is the definition of minimalism.
And we get some cute little sayings along the walls, and this is kind of our main unlockables in the game. We kind of collect these. So some paths are clearer than others. For instance, here's a clear path for us. And let's go to the right. There we go.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't actually matter.
Oh wait, hang on, what? Shall we go to the left?
And here we are again.
And so on and so forth. So, you see what I mean when I say in this game space doesn't exactly matter? When you return to where you've been, things aren't always as remembered.
Yeah, so this game, when it came out, was very popular among game designer types because they went out of their way to reinvent what level geometry means by changing stuff when you're not looking at it or when you are looking at it, inspired by quantum physics and stuff like that. So this game's entire gimmick is that it's puzzles that change when you look at things from literally a different point of view. The game I want to play while we are playing this game on stream, that I think will be very fun for everybody in chat, is would your D&D party solve this puzzle? The answer is always going to be no, because of course your D&D party wouldn't solve this puzzle. So the follow-up to that is, how would they fail you in spectacular ways on this specific puzzle?
How would are you asking me this, or are you asking chat this?
Oh, anybody can participate. Just think of okay, so we just had to walk backwards through a hallway while staring at a circle in order to get to a different hallway. Would your D&D group solve that puzzle? Mine might be able to figure it out just a little bit, but
hey, we found the exit.
If they had failed, how would they fail me? You know, would they be walking through the ceiling? Oh my gosh, the exit door that's not actually an exit door.
Life isn't about getting to the end.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of my favorite. We haven't warped anywhere. We're still right here by the exit door, but this is one of my favorite means of getting around in this game. We've got kind of this lattice pattern going on, right? And we need to get over there because that's where the arrow's telling us to go. So let's just kind of... Oh, that looks fun. Oh, look at that. Here we are.
Need to view the world from someone else's perspective, as in walk past the lattice pattern and now you're in a different place. Oh, I love this game.
So right now, this blue gun is kind of our objective. That'll let us kind of manipulate the world in fun and interesting ways and progress with the game. Here's another one of
Yeah,
these
because you know what this
lattices.
game needed? It needed a portal gun.
There we go. Here's our gun. Woohoo! Now I can collect cubes.
Collect cubes, place them. Would the D&D party figure this out? You know, they probably would, but they'd probably just break the glass down instead of going through the lattice, even though they had already seen the lattice puzzle in the previous room.
So I'm gonna... Some doors will close unless we hold them open. That's the other thing that this game always has, is tips that are useful immediately after you need them.
Oh my gosh, yes. And even if they would be useful, they're always, like, phrased as vaguely philosophical in a way that makes me angry. So, they're useful only really to make fun of you for being stupid for however long it took you to not figure out that puzzle.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it.
And Brian, I'm assuming you have every puzzle solution memorized.
I don't
by this
have
point.
every puzzle solution memorized, but I have kind of the key ones.
Yeah, the hard ones that got you stuck for hours, I suppose.
Yeah. And the thing about this game, I don't know if you've ever tried to do any sort of like speed run of this game, or say showcase of this game on a charity stream marathon type environment. There are a few critical puzzles, and the whole rest of the game is sort of getting you accustomed to how to play the game and solve those critical puzzles. When you know the puzzles that you need to do and the solutions to them and where to find the end of the game, you can finish this game in approximately 10 minutes without even really trying.
Ah, okay.
So...
Wait, don't you need all the gun upgrades, though?
You do need all the gun upgrades. And that's
Spoilers, in a video game we have gun upgrades. I'm sorry. I said I shouldn't
Ruined
spoil things, and then I
Antichamber.
just immediately went and did it.
So for the sake of an entertaining stream... Oh, I've done this wrong. I am sort of going to showcase it a little bit. I do know how to just beat the game. But that's not my goal here, to just beat the game. I want to show everyone a good time and show everyone kind of how wacky this game really is. There are multiple ways to approach a situation.
By the way, can we take a brief moment to appreciate that picture that we unlocked, which was absolutely nailing somebody who is trying to have pleasant conversation with us. Hey, babe.
It's really excellent. So let me just go in here real quick. Some outcomes are more favorable than others.
Instead of a hey babe, you needed to bring flowers.
Yep.
To the bar. Just come prepared every time. New
But
people that you're talking to, bring the flowers.
I need these cubes, though. So let's go ahead and prop open some doors.
Speaking of playing this game on a charity marathon, now that we are playing a new game, we should discuss the charity that we are marathoning for, and I will take care of that while you solve puzzles at light speed. And
Alright.
no one knows exactly what the puzzle was because they're not even sure if they're in the same room they thought they were. So we are currently playing... we are currently in Metroid Other Marathon, which is the Metroid Marathon team playing a bunch of games that they thought would be cool on stream.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it.
Yes, the cool and very definitely Metroid. You can tell this is a Metroid game because we have a gun.
Yep.
This marathon is being held, and all the donations that we received during this marathon are in support of an organization called the Rainforest Trust. The Rainforest Trust is a group of people who buy land in rare and exotic locations around the Earth to protect the flora and fauna on that land. So they do things like buy little squares of the Galapagos Islands, which you might have read about in high school as being a very important, very biodiverse place, to ensure that that land is protected. They will sometimes give land to the native people who live there and have lived there for a long time. They'll give them the titles that those people can't afford, but rightfully deserve because it's their home. They're a wonderful charity. They were very happy to work with us. They didn't really know what a Metroid meant and probably haven't done video game marathons before, but they were very excited to send us their promotional material and talk to us. They're a very reputable charity. They've got a very high Charity Navigator score. They get a lot of work done with every donation they receive, something like 95, 92, a very high 90% of the money donated goes directly to their efforts, their conservation efforts. And it's wonderful to work with them. Any donations that you send to us on our website, Metroidmarathon.com, will go to the Rainforest Trust. If you can't donate, because it's kind of a difficult time right now, feel free to tell all your friends to come watch and hang out with us. We also have a Gleam giveaway for anybody who's willing to go on any social media sites and tell the world about Metroid Marathon while we solve brain-bending puzzles and wrangle sheep. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? I think that about covers it.
That sounds like a pretty accurate summary of everything that we're doing here. I can promise you that there will be no sheep in this game to wrangle, which is really good, I think, for the success of, our marathon.
If there are, can we go get Mare to download this game real quick?
So I have kind of cheated a little bit. Not really cheated, I guess used previous knowledge to just go right ahead and get the first gun upgrade, which is the green gun. I did this mainly just because it kind of follows directly after you get the blue gun, and
you can get turned around real easy, as I recall, though.
Yes, you can get turned around really easy, and
although I suppose that's just universally true of this game. Sorry.
It sort of is, and I like from the blue gun, I know exactly where to go to get the green gun. It's like, oh, you know what? That's actually pretty simple to do.
So the green gun is the first obvious upgrade in a Metroid game, the rapid fire beam, right?
Yes. So what this allows us to do, our blue gun allowed us to pick up some cubes and place the cubes. Green gun can still do that, but the green gun can also grab up a whole bunch of cubes real quick, right? And it can make lines out of them. And it can do that.
Ah! And now we have to think with cubes.
Yes. So a lot of this game is going to involve finding interesting ways and places to use many cubes. So for instance, let's just kind of explore around this way.
All right, so I give my D&D party a gun that shoots cubes. Yes. What do they do with it?
Let's see, if it's the group that I've played D&D with a lot...
How do we kill the maximum number of innocent villagers in D&D with a gun that shoots cubes? I'm sure they'd find a way.
My group would end up, they'd have the cube gun, and then they would, goodness, I don't know, try to build some kind of completely irrelevant sculpture out of cubes. Maybe spend a solid 2 hours on that, and then give up and forget that they have the cube gun entirely for a year or so. I don't know.
Yeah, they start getting out graph paper and trying to hold up one sheet of graph paper in one dimension while having another on the ground, and then they're like, okay, so would the turret to our castle look like this? And then they're, yeah, that's absolutely what happens.
So we found over here we cannot go through this yellow wall because anytime we remove bricks from it, they just regenerate too quickly to do anything. So this will be something interesting to do later. It's a very
although you appear to have gotten
it
You
did
appear
get
to
it
have
caught
bought it
in a
in
loop.
an infinite loop.
That's
I
very
didn't know that
cool.
was possible. Hello, Marathon.
Mastering a skill requires practice. Thanks. Oh, hey, it's
And
the
the
exit.
game giving us snark.
Halfway through. It's halfway finished.
Brian, are we actually halfway through the puzzles already? Well, I guess you said we could do it all in 10 minutes if we really wanted to, so...
Yeah, we're not going to, because that wouldn't be a fun and interesting stream. Well, for a different type of stream, maybe. Some problems just come down to size. I don't know what that means.
In the context of this puzzle... I don't remember this puzzle. Hey, a puzzle that I can't spoil because I don't remember how it works. Brian, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
In the main menu, there was a clock that said time remaining.
Yes.
And it was at like an hour and 10 minutes. What does that mean? Is that a timer until we can't get the best ending anymore, or?
That is a timer of how much time is remaining.
Until what, though?
Until time runs out.
And what happens?
We'll see later.
Okay.
So let's see. At this point, I don't exactly remember where I'm going, so I'm just going to explore a bit.
I remember these incredibly angry balls.
Yeah, these balls that make bird sounds are not happy with us, and if you move too quickly around them, they do that.
Yeah, they expose the lasers, and the lasers
shut the door, which we don't like.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's just leave that door open. Taking one path often means missing out on another, unless you have two cubes, in which case, oh, you're fine.
Oh boy.
Well, that looks important.
That is... So... Spoilers, I suppose. But this had better not be a spoiler. The color gradations of cubes go from blue to green to yellow to red.
Yes.
Spoilers for anyone who has never played a video game before but is tuning into our video game charity stream. And oh my gosh, we're in the giant tall hallway again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. How did we get here?
Gosh, this game, like, I'm trying to talk about one thing, and then we turned around, and there's a whole other thing to talk about.
So let's just walk across the air here and continue onward to...
When we found the red cubes, I knew that we must have been missing something.
Yes. It's just sort of what the game does, though, is, you know, we see the red cubes, and we know that we're going to get the red cubes eventually, but when? Ooh, good question. What's this a picture of?
Absolutely a duck. Also
Maybe.
a rabbit, but absolutely a duck. And the game is making fun of me for being stupid again, because all of my answers were wrong.
Let's just back up this way. There we go. A few steps backwards may keep you moving forwards. I hate that door. Alright, so we got a choice to make. Should we go blue path? Or should we go green path?
I mean, blue path is going to be the easier path, right? By the color rules that this game has set and I have spoiled.
Maybe. I'm gonna go with green path, though, because it makes me think of Hollow Knight, and I like green path in Hollow Knight, so...
Coming up tomorrow on Metroid-Other Marathon.
The world looks different on the other side. Yeah.
So, this game, in addition to the hints trying to antagonize you...
It's really, really cheeky.
In addition to the hints trying to antagonize you, it does this thing that I do actually quite like, where the background sounds and music are these very, very soft synth pads and rain and just very, very quiet, soothing, it's time to think material.
It's very much spa music.
Yeah, because the game knows that it's trying to get you to punch your own computer every time it gives you a hint for a puzzle you just solved. So it goes back with the music, it goes back with the sound. It says, okay, maybe chill, maybe cool down.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of another game I played called Dust Force.
Oh yeah.
Which
I definitely see that.
Oh, Dust Force is
That's an
very similar to
game.
like Super Meat Boy or Celeste, intensely difficult like platformer style game. But what it does is it has this really, really soft trance soundtrack. It took me way too long to figure out this thing that I was taught at the beginning of the Green Gun, which is just draw cubes on the walls to make more cubes.
Yeah, but it kind of tricks you though, because like it wants you to think that you can only do that inside these frames.
And you absolutely don't have to. Dust Force, when you die in that extremely difficult platformer, it just makes a slight little whoosh and then brings you right back to the start of the level. It's intended for you to repeat over and over again, and it's very hard, but it's doing its darndest to calm your frustrations in a way that I find like encouraging game design. Dust Force wants you to succeed. This game, the sweet little birds in the background want you to succeed.
They really do. They're such encouraging little birds. It's very, very loud in my headphones.
It's a little loud for me too, but
maybe I should turn it down a little.
Nah, if Chad is happy, and if they weren't happy they would tell us, then we shall suffer for our art.
Okay. You can grow a garden anywhere. Which, of course, is the lesson that you have just learned, is that you can multiply your cubes outside of frames.
Brian, are you sure you're not going through these puzzles backwards?
No, because it always gives you the hint after you've solved the puzzle. Well, not always, but a lot of the time. Then again, what even does after mean in this game? It's hard to know.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure you can come at this from the other way, right?
Maybe, but the arrow on the ground's telling us to go this way, so... who knows?
Where we're gonna lose all our cubes to a portal field.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this puzzle. You have to get those cubes through this portal field, and I don't remember how.
Let's see. What does this laser do? Opens that door, and I'm guessing this closes it? Yeah, okay. That's
Fragrance of dark coffee. Glad to meet another man of culture. He also loves Dust Force.
I made a mistake, and I accidentally went a little too far, and I lost all my cubes. Oops.
You're gonna have to come back.
Nah, that's fine. I'll get some cubes over here.
But you're just gonna lose them when you walk through the field again, right? Don't you just need to get them to respawn on the...
Let's see. I do need to get them to respawn over there. Maybe if I walk far enough away.
The one time that we want the game to respawn things just for us turning around, and it won't do it.
It would be too convenient. The game knows. Well, you know... Maybe we'll
Time to go to the blue room, I guess.
Let's try coming back. See if that does anything. Nah. Well, that's fine. Let's go to the blue room, and maybe we'll come back there eventually. A window of opportunity can lead to new places if you're willing to take a closer look. Okay. We get some pleasant water sounds and some crickets and frogs in here.
This game's soundtrack is balancing my chakras, I tell you what.
Yeah. It just makes me want to get a massage, like.
I mean, I always would like massages.
That's true.
I don't need crickets for that. Anybody who can punch me in the back when I'm sitting hunched in front of a monitor all day is a hero to me.
Failing to succeed does not mean failing to progress. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean in this context.
The game knew that it despawned your green cubes on you 4 puzzles ago. And it's just like, we better throw this one at him real quick.
We're back here. We've already been here. Ta-da!
We gotta cycle through the whole rainbow.
So this is maybe the only place that we can definitively say, yes, we have been here. Although, once we get here, we just get told to push escape, so some choices leave us running around a lot, but without really going anywhere. Yep. So, as you can see, we're kind of acquiring these pictures as we play. Any one that we click on appears on the wall here, and that's sort of the game's way of tracking progress. We have an hour and 2 minutes remaining, so that's
until something happens.
Until the timer runs down. Where are we going?
I especially love the map in this game.
It's
Do you
really
think
good.
maps in some Metroidvanias are useless because you can't put notes on them? The map in this game, where it's not even technically a three-dimensional space.
Yeah, how about a map, a two-dimensional map of a non-Euclidean space?
Yeah, here you go. Merry Christmas. All right, don't back into the field this time.
I'll do my best. At least I know that we have a shortcut directly here. Oh.
A shortcut directly here that respawns our cubes for us.
Go.
Mojo asks if she should get a massage chair for this marathon too, and I wholly support that decision.
Oh yeah, massage chair, A+, good choice. Please do. We don't have enough cubes yet. We need to get some more cubes.
Although I don't know how she's getting me a massage chair in a remote marathon, but I'm just going to choose to let that be a problem that Mojo solves herself.
She'll email you one.
Ah, yes. I wouldn't download a chair.
I would. Oh, goodness. Come on, cubes. Cooperate with me here. Oh, thank you.
When Minecraft came out, and it kind of standardized how big a cube should be for someone who is sufficiently not accurate with a mouse to interact with it, I'm glad that a lot of games have decided to stick to that standard.
Yeah, the large-ish cubes, really very good idea.
These are just a little finicky. Because, like, you can see the guide that happens when he drags the mouse pointer around, and that's where he's gonna put a cube, and it's just a little too little. Are you gonna want those back?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. All right.
Getting to a solution requires cutting out what doesn't work. Okay.
See, I don't even understand how that's a patronizing hint for the previous puzzle.
Some of them are just words, I guess. Here's an ominous black cube that's kind of bendy and spooky, and I sort of hate it.
Black cube!
So let's find out what that's about.
Also, we are definitely looking at a cube tube.
Cube tube. Well.
All it has to do is tell us to smash that like and subscribe button. We can put this cube tube on YouTube.
Ooh, smash that YouTube button. Here's a yellow gun. That seems important.
Oh boy, we're close to getting the plasma beam.
But, we can't get through here at all. Because if we try to open these doors, our blocks just sort of respawn on us.
Can you speedrun strats the doors open? And now you're stuck going back to the entrance.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No, we're good. We're good. So here's where we were. We're lighting the fuse. You know, I've actually just remembered what I'm supposed to do here.
Okay, good, because I was about to propose a dumb suggestion.
Tell me your dumb suggestion, because I want to hear it.
Don't you have to wrap a giant green, like, line around the entirety of the cube tube and then delete it and cause it to delete itself in a chain reaction?
That is exactly what we have to do. So this is kind of, there's two ways to go about this particular puzzle, getting to the yellow gun. This is one of them. The other one, you kind of attack it from the other side, and you still have to do basically the same puzzle. You gotta make an
excessively green line.
You gotta make a tube for your cubes.
We've run out of terms to describe this game remarkably quickly.
I mean, that's sort of the whole selling point, right? So, yeah. And one of the things that the game does not explain to you extremely well, and this is kind of the only place that you really need to use it, is the way that deleting cubes works and what causes things to, like, despawn cubes, like you can see here.
Okay.
The way that it works is, let's say you have a line. Come on, line. Thank you. If you take a cube off the end, you're fine. If you take a cube out of the middle, then the shorter path gets deleted. Like the shorter half that you've left behind. Or in the case of a tie, you know, both sides will go like that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So that's something...
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Sure. That's something that we have to use here that's just never really explained.
Oh, because you have to break the fuse in the middle. Ah, science.
I didn't do it right, though, so now I gotta try again. So let's try again. We gotta... Come on, cubes. With me.
Mojo in the recent past said that something was my D&D group idea. Mojo, I'm sorry I didn't catch that chat message in time, so I'm just going to assume what you said. Instantly deciding that the black cube is evil is definitely what the D&D group would do.
Absolutely. I mean, it does kind of radiate a menacing energy, so...
Oh, yeah. But, you know, they would never actually try to talk to this cube. Once they had a description of it.
The right decisions at the right time will get you where you want to go.
Ah, she was referencing the fact that I said I had a stupid idea, and that is also correct. All stupid ideas from me are actually stupid ideas from my D&D group. I blame them personally.
So now we have the yellow gun, and all of our cubes have become yellow. What does this mean for us? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Let's go through this door. It's the exit.
The yellow gun is just a paint upgrade.
The further we explore, the more connected everything becomes. Thanks. We're still here.
Ha! Mike follows up. He's in my D&D group. He immediately assumed the cube was evil. A comment from Mike 10 minutes ago. Please tell me that's the SAX.
That's fun. So here's a door, right, that we went through after we got the gun. And here's a window to another door.
And it doesn't lead the same place.
And so we go through here, and there's that other door that, here it is.
That's a little annoying, not gonna lie.
Anyway.
And also very Antichamber.
Oh yeah, it's not for nothing that this game's tagline was, "You are not here." Little pointer on a map, "You are not here." So what we do with this gun is we use the middle mouse button. And we direct our cubes to go somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I cannot imagine the programming that went into this game.
It's kind of wonky, and there are ways to crash this game very quickly.
Oh. If we have time, I want to see one, if you happen to know it.
I can try. Once we get the next gun upgrade, which will be a little bit. So where are we going from here? Up. Well, we can't go up. Well, we can go this way. So let's just kind of direct some cubes over here.
I thought I read a message from our chat a little bit ago, and I'm scrolling through right now and I can't see it, but I thought I read a chat message where somebody said that like you could download the Unity project for this game.
Oh, maybe. That'd be cool.
And I went from going, oh no, I can't do that to myself, to now that we're like 10 minutes into the game again, I really want to do that.
So here we are at 1, which is certainly ominous.
Obviously the first floor of a non-Euclidean elevator. And now we're back in a puzzle that we already solved. Thanks, Antichamber. No, this isn't a puzzle that we've already solved.
No, it just looks remarkably similar to one that we've already solved. We can delete all of our cubes and go that way if we want to.
Aha! It was Matt, and it's an Unreal Engine game. But yes, you can get the Unreal Engine project.
That's fascinating, and I sort of want to do that.
Well, for now, this is a stream of actually playing the game, so I will refrain from going to download the Unreal emulator and just being like, Brian, I'm taking over!
They're crossing the streams. New skills enable further progress. So, you know, we already went through this one, if you'll recall. After we got the green gun, we filled in these lines and went through there. But we couldn't get past this yellow wall. Now that we have the yellow gun, I'm sure a few of us can figure out how we're going to get through this one.
Can't possibly be related. I bet we actually need to cast explosive runes on the ceiling and just get out of here.
We should definitely check this yellow wall for traps.
Yeah, I roll perception.
It
and
seems
ask you
trapped.
to roll a dice.
We just gotta shuffle this wall over here a little bit is all. Let's keep shuffling. Please shuffle. Thanks. Hey.
There's a tiny ledge in the way. We had to stop.
There we go. Alright. Some obstacles are more stubborn than others. Anyway, here's floor 2. You'll note that, well, we're on the same level as floor 1, so...
No, we're up a level in nth dimensional space.
Let's go through the door.
That nice little bass drop.
It's
we
good.
Step into one of these areas and lose all of our cubes. Boom.
And it's just like, it's so pleasant and calm and quiet in here. I love it.
Among my favorite sound effects in video games are the really low bassy notes that like you can't sing and describe as a human being, or at least you can't unless you're Barry White.
Yeah.
But you can feel.
Oh yeah. It's now a cube ASMR stream.
Conceptionist, yes. Here at Metroid Marathon, we play games that are every genre all at once.
Let's just grab a couple more cubes here.
Until we find the bicycle cube gun, at least. Wait, instead of finagling all of this, can we... Oh no, because we don't need more cubes, we just need to get them out of the wall, and then put them in there.
I've made a dreadful mistake. I accidentally deleted some cubes.
Hold on, can't you just make a square on the wall that fills in automatically? Oh no, because you'd need 9, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd need 8 at least.
Yes.
And I only have 6. Oops. That's okay.
Boom.
Understanding a problem requires filling in the pieces. Thanks,
Hey, you know what? We didn't technically solve the puzzle. At least this one is before the end of the puzzle.
Anyway.
This particular puzzle, very rude to people who are already having epilepsy issues with this game.
Ooh.
Or they just decide that the wall is now the color of the wall, and that's a sentence that made more sense before I tried to form it. Oh, I smell the plasma rifle in our future.
I don't know what that was for. But now we're just multiplying cubes, so,
That's right, that's what red actually does.
I've made a dreadful mistake.
You're not multiplying them. You look
I'm
at the
sucking
corners.
them out of the...
Yeah, you're actually sucking them out.
Alright, okay.
Very slowly.
Oh, I'm sucking them out of there.
Ah, okay. You know what? I bet if you hadn't connected the two, you would actually be able to go through the green door.
There we go.
That works.
If you're missing information, it's easy to be misled.
Any one of these games' hints could be the tagline for the game.
Yeah, really. We're back here again. So let's go...
No, we're not.
up.
Yes, we are, but we're just on the ceiling. No. There was an invisible stair there.
We may or may not be. Here's these guys again. Remember them?
Yeah, except he's getting, like, shoved in the face by his third wheel and not appreciating it very much.
No, he is appreciating it an awful lot, actually.
Yeah, I guess. I was focusing on the hand on his head.
But we do kind of, now that we have the yellow gun, we sort of have the universal solution at this point. Not quite the universal solution, but, you know, a universal solution.
So, how few guns can you get and still complete this game? Do you at least need the blue gun?
I believe that actually you do need all the guns.
Oh, okay. You just know how to go straight from one to another. Bing, bang, boom.
Yes.
Ah, this is now Zelda. Block pushing puzzles.
Block pushing physics puzzles in a non-block pushing physics game. Come up here, cube. Thank you. Oh, that was too high. Thank you. Where are we going? Let's try go over here. There we go.
So, okay, mechanics question.
Yes.
When you have a great big ol' ring of cubes, like you just sucked out of that green square several times in a row,
Yes.
is the game actually keeping track of your ammo, or is there, after a certain point, it's just like, yeah, you got plenty, fine, whatever?
The game is, in fact, actually keeping track of your ammo.
Okay. Is that one of the ways to crash the game, is reach integer max value cubes?
Pretty much, yeah. This will become readily apparent once we get another gun upgrade, how this can happen.
Ah, okay.
Solving a problem may require using abilities that we didn't realize we had. For instance,
Hadouken! Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I appreciate
I
it.
killed the joke.
But here we are here again. That's the other fun thing about this game, is that, like, I know this game fairly well. I cannot navigate my way around this game.
Yeah, you couldn't possibly memorize how to get everywhere.
I don't know where leads to where here. because it changes. It's different every time you like walk down a hallway. Let's go back to here and pick another place to go. Let's see. We're just here. What's this one mean? I already did that. Goodness, I'm trying to remember what the thing was that I was just trying to do. Oh, right, we were climbing the tower. That's what it was. Let's go back here to level 2, right next to level 1. Because I just think this is really interesting.
All right. Sorry about that. Stepped out for a brief second to negotiate dinner.
All good. Dinner is important. Oh, wait. Let's not rid ourselves of cubes this time. This is like grinding in an RPG, except it's cubes.
It's cubes, and you impose the grinding mechanism on yourself.
Yep.
By building it. Speaking of grinding in an RPG, yesterday, when I probably should have been paying attention to the marathon, I saw that Trials of Mana, the remake of Seiken Densetsu 3, has finally dropped.
Oh, that came out.
Yes.
That's great.
Downloaded it last night when I should have been sleeping in preparation for the marathon today.
All right.
Well, downloaded it yesterday, but gave it a serious try last night. Voice acting, -12 out of 10. Do not recommend. Oh, heavens.
I played the demo, and I had that same reaction to playing the demo.
This, oof.
It's really something, isn't it?
Big oofs. I like. There are a lot of people that really don't like anime dubs because in the 90s anime dubs were bad and therefore they are now bad forever. I rather disagree with that mentality sometimes. Like there is such a thing as good English voice work.
Oh, absolutely. There's lots.
But
of
I
good English voice
respect
work.
the position because 90s anime dubs were real bad.
Yeah.
Trials of Mana is very firmly into the 90s anime dub section. Like, whoa, whoa. There's a character that's supposed to sound stilted and overly professional, and I can't tell whether it's because of the voice acting or that was ambitious.
Well,
I can't tell if it's intentional voice acting or unintentional voice acting.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's not fun.
Oh yeah, this is another way to do it. As long as that cube doesn't decide that it's on a different line than the one you would like to stand on enough times.
Just gotta chase this cube. Ah, there we go.
So yes, voice acting, -12 out of 10. Please ignore as hard as possible. Actual gameplay, pretty good.
Yeah?
Which is good because they really took a lot of inspiration from the original game in terms of how long you are supposed to spend out in the forest grinding rabbites.
Oh, sure. So you gotta go beat up a lot of rabbits.
Oh yeah, because we're going to need to in order to class change. man, this game makes me feel dumb for how long it took me to solve that puzzle every single time I try again. Actual gameplay felt very good. It's a straight up remake when it needs to be a straight up remake, and a reimagining where it needs to be a reimagining, everywhere except the voice work. Soundtrack, absolutely killer so far. Like
Yeah.
that game had a great soundtrack originally and still does.
Yeah, I was really impressed with what I heard when I played a little bit of the demo. It's like, yeah, they really killed it with the music on that one. Anyway, now we're on level 5 of this tower, which you'll note is right next to level 4, which is right next to level 3, so on and so forth. Let's continue.
Conceptionist, yes, there is a 6-year-old that speaks in uwu. Yes, it's as bad as it sounds. To be fair, that 6-year-old was very annoying in the original game. That, to also be fair, I would have rather they just made them less annoying, but you know. Yes, it is absolutely painful. 100%.
I mean, all of the voice acting is painful already, and then you add somebody who speaks in uwu on top of that, and it's like, nope, it's not better.
I didn't need this. There was, before I decided to turn the voice acting off, it was a moment that was at once the greatest piece of voice acting in the game, and also the moment where I said, okay, we can't do this anymore. There was a prison guard who, if you remember the original game, essentially you pick 3 out of the 6 characters in the game to be your party, and they all have individual cutscenes for how they fool this prison guard to allow the party to escape from prison. The prison guard's voice is literally, I can't believe I was fooled, like a peon from Warcraft. I laughed for a solid 1.5 seconds and then said, this cannot.
I'm changing the voice setting to Japanese.
Yes.
Anyway, unrelated to that, it sounds like we just got a donation, so you want to maybe read that
Did
off?
we? I didn't get the donation noise. But yes, I would be happy to. Let me figure out. I need to go acquire a laptop to read that donation. Give me just a moment.
I know I'm awfully quiet doing this. I promise I'm thinking very hard. I have to delete cubes in exactly the right, order.
I'm back. I figured out how to read donations. I'm dumb. I had the power all along, just wasn't paying attention. We got a $20 donation from Sterling. Thank you, Sterling. Who, his donation message was $1 for each time Mark feels like an idiot this run.
Has it been 20 already?
I mean, that sounds plausible. I haven't been keeping track, and I'm disappointed that that's not our donation incentive, and it's too late because I'm not keeping track. Oh, speaking of which, Brian, do you have a donation incentive in particular for this game, for the animals of the rainforest, or did you just kind of want this to be a chill game?
I think this is just kind of gonna be a chill experience for all involved.
All right. Well, if I can keep feeling stupid, then I suppose I can keep the dollars rolling in, because that's as official as we're gonna get, and I accept 20 as a starting point.
I'm gonna keep feeling stupid with this. I cannot insert any cubes into this equation, so I need to like get all the ones out of unnecessary spaces. But then again, I don't know that there's even enough in here to really do that. There's probably something that I'm just not seeing.
So you've got plenty of ammo. I feel like this was a puzzle where you get all of them on the outside, and then they fill in the middle by themselves. No, that's an earlier puzzle.
Well, you know what, actually? Hang on, now that you mention it.
No, you draw a cube on the inner square, and that actually fills in the middle, and then you drag around the outside.
Ah, yes. It's all coming together.
The hints that we give each other for this are totally unintelligible to anyone who's not paying perfect attention in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
But are just intelligible enough to get it going.
Aha!
Now the question is, how many times do we have to do that? I think you're going to need another multiplier.
Maybe?
Are we one short?
We might be one short.
We're one short. We're dragging from the wrong location, but we're one short. I did the monster math.
I wish that this would... Well, whatever.
Oh no.
You gotta be like that. Alright, sure, why not?
We closed the tiny cube. That's gonna shorten on you.
I think we might be good now.
We should be good enough to close the outer loop after enough encouragement. And then I'm pretty sure... Well, unless you go backwards, I think.
So just gonna do this.
Keep going, cube. You can do it.
Yeah, alright.
And then it fills in. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Good job, team. We did it. What about a donation for how many times I feel smart while we're playing this game?
I love
right
this
now,
image.
starting at $1.
Yeah, I feel... Well,
also, that picture is morose.
It's
as
great.
all heck, and I don't want to think about it. Because my age is a much bigger number than the number on that cake. You have already solved this puzzle in a different iteration.
Yes.
And it did not involve walking off into the abyss.
Come to me, cubes. Yeah, I'll just make it easier.
Oh wait, no, it did involve falling down.
It did. It absolutely did.
On the bright side of not being able to tell where anything is in this game because all the walls are white, at least we don't get nearly as much vertigo as we did in Grow Home.
Oh, I've made a terrible mistake.
You are pinned between a cube and the ceiling. You could probably draw a line from the wall you want to be at out to yourself and then jump to it.
We're going to take the safe option that doesn't involve any jumping.
Yeah, 2 times where Mark feels smart.
I want that cube to go up. Take me there. Oh. Take me there. Thanks.
Take me anywhere you want to go. Oh my gosh, Sonic R.
There's no matter
those
where you
songs
are,
won't leave my head.
there's always one person thinking about Sonic R.
Against their better judgment.
Alright, how do we do this one?
No need to apologize, Mayor. It was Mike who got vertigo. And if we don't run this marathon to antagonize Mike at least a little bit, then why are we here? I don't know how you pulled off that split.
Me either, but I'm just gonna take it.
That's fantastic.
No. No cubes.
I'm pretty sure you need to do a multiplication. Or are you just trying to snake one snake into the other snake hole?
There we go.
Do you not need to block both those lasers?
I do need to block both those lasers, but I think that I can... Let's see. I think I may be able to... Can I... Oh, goodness. Well, I hecked that one up. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. We're good.
Haha!
Oh.
Wait.
Hello, friend. Friend cube.
Not only did we split it, we split out the infinite ammo cube. That's different because the game doesn't tell you this.
This is my favorite cube now. I'm so happy.
We can't bring it with us, unfortunately.
No, but we can open this door. We can say, straightforward problems can often require roundabout solutions. And frankly, I don't know what the solution to that was.
Roundabout solutions, breaking the programming of the game. Game is polished. We make that joke, but really, of all the games where we can harp on developers being bad developers, this game, I will never be a good enough programmer to figure out this game. Even if I go download the source right now.
Here's the spooky black cube.
Hey, it's the SAX again.
That way. I can't get through. Goodbye, cube. I just caught my microphone in my peripheral vision and it spooked me.
The black cube has left the game and is coming out of the microphone.
No. Up. Up. Back here again. Life is full of ups and downs. Thanks.
A long time ago when we first came to this room, Mojo could have sworn that we were looking at what was on the floor backwards and it actually said DN.
I mean,
I was mad
maybe.
at how clever that was for how early we were in this run, because I was just like, oh, that's exactly the kind of solution we need.
Yes. So we've made it to the top of the tower, it appears. And
Yes, floor upside down L.
Floor Waluigi.
Wow.
Over there we can see the red gun, which is right there. So there's us, except we're invisible. Okay, so now that we're here, let's solve this puzzle.
Trying to see ourselves in a way the game didn't intend has to be another way to crash this game.
Maybe. Probably. There are
They had the
numerous
foresight
ways.
to make us invisible, but
That does not necessarily mean anything. Oh, goodness.
quick, we need to create a dupla supercube again.
Yeah, that was a good cube. That was my favorite cube. I miss it. Do that one like that, yeah.
So, Brian, as part of our setup for this game, I briefly visited your Twitch page,
Okay.
and I happened to notice that you still have a large collection of JRPGs that you have promised the internet to play.
I may have done something like that once upon a time.
I want to know where we are in that list, because I'm pretty sure it hasn't changed since last marathon.
Oh, it certainly hasn't.
This is your intervention.
Thanks. I think I've just...
Also, don't add Trials of Mana to it unless you really want to hate on your viewership.
Yeah. That's the thing, so first off, I have not really had a lot of time to do streaming lately, which is kind of frustrating in its own way. And also, it's all JRPGs, right? So those are not usually short games.
You committed to several 100-hour commitments there.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, is I have all these games. I haven't played a lot of them. I sure want to. Is this where we are? Yeah. Okay, try this one again. And so, yeah, the list does not move very quickly at all. Lately, I guess, for an interesting version of the word lately, I've been streaming Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Which has been occasionally. And that's a game that I think is... I mean, I like that game a lot. But it's a matter of kind of having the time to sit down and play it for a while,
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2 is on my list of very, very goods as well.
Yeah. It's fun. I wish that I could understand a single thing about the plot of it.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
That's the Kingdom Hearts experience, right?
Hearts darkness, nobody's.
So, yeah, the list that I have on my Twitch page is not exactly a, priority list. It's just a list of games that I have and would love to play on stream.
Red gun get.
There comes a time when you can work your way through anything. Now is that time. Here's the fun thing that the red gun does. We hold the middle button, and then let's hold the right button. And we can just vacuum up cubes. There's some more cubes for us. You can see how this can become unworkable.
This is how we get past Big Int.
Yes, so the further we get, the less help we need. It's true. So now we can hold the middle mouse button and press the left mouse button. And we can place some cubes. And the fun thing about placing cubes is that you can place more cubes than you have.
Excellent.
And then you suck them up. And you notice that maybe our cube wall is sort of glitching out a little bit as I do this.
I'm also noticing that your computer's a little not happy as we do this.
Yeah, so that's how we can crash this game without really trying. But in the interest of finishing the game...
Let's not.
Here's the exit.
I like it, though.
It's still not the exit. Getting to the end requires tying off the loose ends. Oh, we got 20 minutes left on our timer.
I cannot imagine that anyone on their first playthrough managed to get to this point with time left on that timer.
Oh, almost certainly not.
Fragrance of Dark Coffee suggests you play Dragon Quest XI. Make your JRPG list bigger.
Oh man, I very badly want to play Dragon Quest XI. That game's 100 hours on a good day.
Yeah, kind of my thoughts as well.
There we go. There's a bunch of cubes. So, kind of to answer sort of your question from before about JRPGs, though, I think, of the ones that I have on that list that I am most interested to play, I want to say I put Final Fantasy VII on there. That's one that I've actually been playing on my own lately, because I never played that one in the 20-plus years it's been out.
Original in prep for the remake sort of a thing?
Kind of, yeah. Although, the remake's been out for a bit now, but, see, is this the... Oh.
That's a base tube.
Base tube.
It's a base tube that takes away your cubes.
falling down teaches us how to get up and try again. No, I'm not going to do that one today. That is, fun fact about Antichamber, this is the pathway to the hardest puzzle in the game. And in order to do it, you have to jump down the pit and then go back to the starting room and then find your way back here and jump down the pit and do that like 20 times, which extends the bridge a little bit every time you do it. And that's like the start of it.
Oh, no.
We're not going to do that because the reward for completing that one is a completely empty room. So...
Oh, they don't even have a sarcastic picture that says, sometimes your effort is wasted.
No. Nope, nothing quite like that. Oh, how do I do this one?
Put it back in real fast, or was that what you were trying to do before?
Oh. I think I remember it. There.
Ah. Wet.
Let's see. I have, like... I know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Well, now I've just subtracted cubes from it. Nope, I've done it completely wrong. Let's see. I've gotten there, so let's get back there. There we go. Okay. So the general solution I was going for was this one kind of comes back first, and you can sort of do that, and then there we go. There we go, and there we go.
Calculated. First try. Pig with 18 and rollerblades.
Some things
don't
have a deeper meaning. It's a good pig, though.
Why Antichamber?
I'd commission fan art of that pig.
Nah, I'm not dedicated enough. I was just debating whether I was going to crack open the paint or not.
Oh, please do.
Nah, not yet. We did open the door, but no, we have to fill it more.
We're just gonna get it taken away anyway. Okay. Oh, I've made a dreadful mistake. I'm back here.
But wait, can't we now create more yellow stuff to stand on? Or can we still only drag that one around?
We're inside
we can't
a no
have
cube
it.
zone, so we
Got
cannot
it.
have any cubes. So let's just go back here. And where were we just now?
The further you get into this game, the more you see the main menu.
Yeah.
That was close? Yeah. This is close enough and had some just easy, satisfying fill puzzles.
I really love filling things. It's just so pleasant.
Oh no, we didn't have quite enough to fill it that time. Better go again! Oh, look at that.
A truly frightening amount of cubes.
The Antichamber ASMR stream.
The world is always finding new ways to surprise us.
Oh, I don't
Thanks
like this picture.
for dropping
In
me
addition
in
to
a hole.
epilepsy, now it's arachnophobia.
Anyway, now we're through there. Let's pick up some cubes again. That's enough cubes. Uh, Nope, not there. There. I need to make some more three-dimensional cubes.
Can you do targeting through the field to just make them expand in, or do you have to go through the holes?
I can't. It has to be through the hole.
That looked promising.
But I can't. We do something like this.
Oh no!
Well, that's terrible. Stop! Stop!
There goes all of our progress.
My cubes!
Oh!
My beautiful
I
cubes.
once again did not hear the donation noise, but
Oh, that was a quiet
Chad is
donation.
excited because we reached $1,500.
Ooh,
So let me
excellent.
go check Tiltify here. Aha! We had a $100 donation come in from that guy Dave, which brings us very, very close to our goal. Thank you so much, Dave.
Thanks, that guy Dave. Really
And
appreciate
thank you for joining us for this marathon. The Rainforest appreciates it, as do we.
it. Alright, that's something. That's not something.
T-minus 380 to our actual goal, and it's not even Sunday.
Oh man, it's not even Sunday. I keep thinking that this is the last day of the marathon, but it's super duper not the last day of the marathon.
No, we've got a whole day of Hollow Knight to go. And the quarantine beard is definitely coming off. I'm feeling it.
Man, I wicked don't know how to manipulate this thing in 3 dimensions. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I
Oh,
was
I feel
briefly
like an
excited by donations. It almost feels like it sort of picks a dimension when you start expanding.
Yeah.
Is it like whatever dimension is tangent to the camera? Does that make sense?
Goodness. Is it like so? That's not it. Come on. I need you to go in the hole. In the hole.
So, okay, but can you get an even funnier angle on this where, like, you stand further to the left and back
Get out of
and
here,
see if
cubes.
that expands? Yeah, something like this.
Come on, cube.
It doesn't look like it. Oh,
I need my... Yeah, there we go. I just want to target inside there. Come on. Work with me, cube. Work with me.
Yardyar says, fantastic socks, keep doing what you're doing. This game would make him go insane.
Hey, we're halfway there already.
That's why you picked it, right?
Pretty much. Oh, goodness.
Are we missing something obvious? Are there holes on the other sides? Like the front and back?
Nah, there's just holes like so. They're kind of
Top and
offset.
bottom. Yeah.
And like such.
Okay.
Maybe if I get kind of in here a little. No. Cube game broke my brain.
Hello, Stone Money.
Hi, Stone
Haven't
Money.
seen you in a while.
How's it going?
I feel like we might have given up on the snake too early. Do we just have to be really careful not to snake it into the field?
You know, maybe.
Oh, no, we can't not snake it in the field because it's tied to the thing. Grr. Yep, there goes our progress. Sorry, I should have never suggested it.
try like a sort of...
Oh, wait a minute. We're neglecting the green ability, which is just you can make lines. Not even as complicated as snaking or filling. Just walk around the place and see if you can walk it through the field.
So, one more to feel like an idiot, I guess.
I mean, I'm not necessarily going to claim credit for being smart because it hasn't solved the puzzle yet. But I like this idea.
But it yet may.
Yes, the D&D group never solves this puzzle. Mostly because I never am capable of describing it as a DM.
That and...
So you have this box floating in a room, and it's got a force field around it, and that force field has lasers in it, and the lasers are in a miniature box. Can we just fight the beholder now? No, goddammit, you're solving the dungeon puzzle!
Alright, we're getting somewhere with this.
$3 for Mark being smart. Aw, yeah. Well, I'll call this one half. I'll call this a solid $2.50 for smart ideas that I had during Antichamber.
Alright, let's try again, because I think that's it. It's just, a matter of getting it right.
So the other thing that happens when you draw around the edge is you create the fill-in square. So if you draw a square on all faces of this cube, does it also fill in the middle?
That's my thought, is, you know...
Oh, okay. It's just a matter of getting the finicky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If that's it, then I am a full $3 for 3 smart ideas. Good luck.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, cubes.
That was rude. That was a rude cube thing.
Rude cube.
Okay.
Goodness.
I haven't abandoned you. I'm just being quiet so you can concentrate.
I am concentrating very hard. I hope the chat knows that I have not
They're having a
abandoned
great
them.
time.
Getting frustrated at cubes along with us. I want to be able to complete that there, but it keeps on...
I mean, snaking ourselves into the wall is always a way to mulligan. Not that I want to sit through that again, but...
Oh, goodness. Can I just...
Beautiful. Calculated. Planned.
Please, cubes.
Can you do a fill from the thin lines? No, you can't. We would have established that already, right? Yeah, no. That'd be too easy.
Aha! We've done it.
Whatever. Alright.
I'm taking it.
Alright. $3. Woo! 3 times I've been smart. I claim credit. Taking those cubes back, they're valuable.
They are my cubes. Peeking behind the curtains lets us see how everything works. That is not helpful. Oh, goodness.
Oh, the museum. The museum where the indie game developer is like, hi, this is a game. Look
Check
at the
out-
shader I can put on things to wireframe it.
Check out my wicked cool rendering skills.
And we're all just still mad at that previous puzzle.
Oh, I'm mad. Neat. I mean, it's
Alright,
cool.
so one of these reminds me of the lattice, right? Oh, is this just a bonus
I
room?
think it's just a little bonus room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's what that puzzle unlocked. That's a fun thing about Antichamber. We've only got 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Jeez.
Do you know where to go in those 2 minutes? Alright, great. Good.
Okay. I just have to remember which way to go. What time are we at? It's 6:48. And I think I'm scheduled until 7?
Oh, I suppose I should check the schedule.
I like this music though.
Oh yeah, we can sit here. Oh man, I have to convert times right now. Let's see. Yeah, we've got you until about 7:30 or so before Sterling breaks reality until midnight.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's kind of what we've been doing, but you know.
I mean,
Here we are back at the room. How about we go to the WTF room instead?
ooh. I mean, I will withhold judgment until I see what broken reality actually is. But we've been doing a good job of that for sure.
We certainly have. I don't want to deprive Sterling of his role in the marathon, obviously, but you know. I have to do it from in here.
But yes, you've got some time, and Mike and I have been slowly negotiating dinner at this point, and I think I've got some tacos on the way, and they're not here yet. So as far as I'm concerned, until the tacos beat you back,
We're still on time.
We cube game.
Wonderful. No, not that way. That way. Thanks. We're getting rooster sounds out of the game now. Obscure problems may require unusual solutions.
Mojo attests that broken reality is a trip, so now I'm excited.
Ah, remember this room?
I do. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, and it's far too difficult to drain that entire hallway just by snaking lines out of it. That's right. Okay. We're back to the part of the game that I recall, which must mean we're getting close-ish to the last few puzzles that are actually mandatory. I admit I don't remember the wireframe room at all.
Yeah, I don't believe I've ever actually seen that one, so...
Oh, we just happened to stumble into it? Nice.
Yeah, go us. This is fun.
Oh, yes. This sequence of rooms is very fun, because it requires you to remember all the things that weren't related to cube puzzles.
Yeah, it's kind of the final exam of the game. Let's see. We need some cubes to go there. That's just back the way that we came. That doesn't help. Perfect.
I was gonna say, wait, wall circles, those are important. Alright, good. Well, now we're stuck, so there are only so many options.
Perfect.
right, now here's a really obscure game reference from the depths of my brain that I'm hoping someone in chat will still get anyways. This soundtrack now reminds me of a very, very old LucasArts adventure game called The Dig, which was an adventure game where you play a very, very like normal NASA scientist. Pretty good voice acting for like the time. That has to stop an asteroid from hitting Earth, except the asteroid is actually a... Whoa, is that the map? No, that's just a key puzzle.
No, I think this is another museum room.
Ooh.
Cool.
Oh, this is definitely some kind of representation of a part of the game world.
Yeah, so we haven't even actually visited it, and I don't think that we need to, but there is a kind of a maze involving these green hallways. This is probably the solution to it, I guess.
Yeah, the solution, except where it turns into spirals. Except where it gains its spiral power. I'm not excited for that at all.
Anyway, tell us more about The Dig.
Okay, so in The Dig,
oh, by the way, we have no time left. But
live on your own watch, not on someone else's.
So it's fine.
Thanks, game. So The Dig is old LucasArts point-and-click adventure where you play a NASA astronaut who has to go fly a shuttle up to an asteroid to destroy it before it impacts Earth. Very, very hard sci-fi right away at the beginning. They fly up in a very Apollo-looking space shuttle kind of a thing. And then you discover that the asteroid is actually like an alien ship. And we take a left turn into sci-fi really quickly. It is this weird kind of like crystal thing that teleports you and your spaceship crew to an alien planet. And then you've got to go solve a bunch of like alien planet logic puzzles. You got to kind of like figure out their language and how they describe how things work in order to solve some of these puzzles in this old adventure game. Once again, very, very relaxing like synth-pad soundtrack. That just like one of the melody lines that we heard in Antichamber just happened to call back to The Dig for me.
Okay.
Of course, in The Dig, it was punctured by, I can't use these two things together, as I frantically click through everything on my inventory.
Yeah.
And this game blissfully only punctures it with... Alright. I'm not understanding what we're trying to do. Oh, you're building yourself a lever that you can pull when you're on the other side of the barrier. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
For a second, I thought you were just making like a fort out of cubes, being like, I'm done solving puzzles, I'm making my own house.
I'm sort of doing that too, honestly. We can sort of can we suck them up through this way? No, we can't. Of course not. That'd be too easy.
Can you fill through the barrier?
Uh-oh.
Conceptionist and a couple of other people in chat are saying that you're very popular on Telegram, and I'm not sure if they're actually hearing something that I'm not, or if they're saying that this game has a sound effect that is very much a you just got a Telegram message sound effect. That was almost clever, except for the part where that one rogue cube decided not to play nice in the sandbox.
I hate that. Come on, Cube, come on. Yeah, no, I have Telegram open, and I probably shouldn't, because it is making some noises that I don't want it to be making.
Oh. I didn't even... Man, chat, you guys are dedicated. I didn't hear that. The snake was too fast.
Come on, Snake. Snake.
Snocky.
Snocky. There. Now will you please just let me? There we go. Now we can ride the elevator. Slowly.
Slowly. Weep. Weep. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm the only person not hearing messaging notifications.
Well, I not hearing them
All
anymore
of chat
for a
is
while.
like, what is this Telegram? And I'm like, is that
Anybody
isn't that
in
just
chat
the
who
cool
uses
noises?
Telegram is like checking their notifications. Like, who's
Oh.
messaging me?
And I'm just hearing what I think are more game sounds, I think, and just not recognizing it because I don't use Telegram enough. Or, no, it's a thing that's not coming through Discord. That's what's happening.
Oh, maybe Discord's only getting like the game audio and my voice.
Yes, Discord
I
is
see.
only capturing game audio. That's
Wish
what it
OBS
is.
could do that. Some challenges exist just to test how much we know.
Well, I'm sorry for ignoring all of that, chat. I would have told Brian sooner if I had been smart enough to figure it out. So go ahead and add another $1 for Mark being dumb, but this time for stream quality, not game puzzle solving.
So we've unlocked another museum room, which is great. And the funny thing about this is now that I'm trying to like actually finish the game, and I don't actually remember where the critical path should be leading us right now, I'm finding all these rooms that I've never actually seen before. So
I keep stumbling into museum rooms.
It's really great. It's kind of the marathon experience, huh?
Was kind of hoping we'd be able to dual wield cube guns.
That would be great.
I don't know what it would accomplish. We've already got as many infinite cubes as we could ever ask for. I'm thinking this is the game telling you go back to the
I just need to remember which room to go to get to
I
the exit.
feel like it was fairly close to the center. Like, is it that one branch off of a jump too far or something? Down from where you were looking.
Like that way, or like go a different
The other way.
from
The
this?
yeah. Going across this or something. No, because we already went.
We didn't go this way.
All right.
Hello.
This is one of the puzzles that's really easy to stumble on early. No, we're just back at the up place. Well, maybe. This is one of the puzzles that's really easy to stumble on early on in the game, I feel like.
Yeah. Don't think I've been through here. That's where the yellow gun was. Let's try. Oh. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. That's fine.
We will never only have just enough to get by ever again.
Not with the red gun. But I've been here. Well,
This I do recognize.
yeah, but we've been through there already, and I don't think that leads us anywhere that we need to go. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time.
I mean, I think we just keep trying new puzzles until we find something that jogs your memory. Or mine, although mine is much less likely.
Is it down here? Perhaps?
This would be the kind of game that's like, the end was always at the beginning.
Yeah. This is definitely where the blue gun was. There's a bunch of
This
weird
is another
stuff.
museum, but this is the easiest museum to get to that I know of.
Ah, here's the puzzle with the many green hallways. But again, I'm pretty sure this is not leading us to the end.
Yeah, this feels very optional beginner puzzle to me.
Yeah.
Although I am loving the art.
The art is fantastic. So, wait a minute.
That puzzle across from here is definitely a thing that we've not interacted with before, right? It also looks very promising, but we need to get here with cubes.
How can we acquire some cubes is the question. Are there any cubes in here for us? Not immediately any cubes available. Are there any cubes available in here?
Oh, there has to be. This is like where we get the blue gun.
Oh, goodness. Let's try green hallway. Here are some cubes.
Bingo!
Just need a couple. Thank you. And back to red hall. Oh, that's pink hallway. Goodness, what have we done? 2. Oh. This is one of the purple cubes. I'm not gonna bother with that. There we go. Back to red hallway. And over we go.
We might need to do some multiplication for this.
Away you go, cubes. Fare thee well.
Fragrance of dark coffee says, "Could you spare a cube for a poor puzzler?" Change! You got change! Help a guy out, will ya?
Hey,
This is promising.
it's the exit. There's the spooky cube.
That's right. At the end of this game, they bring the stairs back one more time just to be like,
just to get you.
hey, remember this from an hour ago?
Oh goodness, I think I have to. Can I go? Yeah.
Ah, yes. In true puzzle game fashion, harkening back to one of the greatest puzzles of all time, the Carnival Night Drum.
Oh no. Ah, goodness, I keep on mistiming my jump.
Fun fact, tangent to the Carnival Night drum while you figure out your jumps there.
There we go.
There was a beta build of Sonic 3 released that revealed that the soundtrack from the PC version was actually the original soundtrack of Sonic 3, and the Michael Jackson tracks that made it on the Sega Genesis that everyone insisted were the better tracks were added in at a later point in development.
Really?
A lot of people's childhoods were very confused at this discovery, and I was vindicated because my experience of Sonic 3 and Knuckles was the PC version.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh yes, I always knew my Carnival Night was better in my heart, and no one believed me. I will concede that Ice Cap Zone is infinitely better on the actual Genesis.
I don't think I've ever heard the PC version of said soundtrack.
It's an experience.
Is it completely different?
So Carnival Night is completely different, in a way that I think is much more fitting to like a casino level.
Yeah.
In that on the PC, the songs are a lot more hoppy and happy.
Okay.
Whereas in the Genesis, it was that really slow-moving like that incorporated the actual like very traditional carnival theme.
Yeah.
In the PC version, it was its own song, but brought a lot more energy to the stage. Kind of like more what I would want out of a Sonic game. Ice Cap Zone in the Genesis version is just unconditionally slapping, and in the PC version feels very generic, like ice level.
Oh, sure.
And then Launch Base is just weird in both versions of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, no one can decide which version of Launch Base is better, because they're both just kind of like, what is happening in this song?
Oh, sure.
Another thing that Tylenose points out is that the instrumentation coming from the PC versions was also weird, because they were MIDIs, and like every sound card back in the day on PCs had different versions of those instruments, so essentially you were not guaranteed to get the same soundtrack experience. If you want to hear the difference, for those of you in chat, look up the names of any of the acts from Sonic 3 and Knuckles that I just mentioned, Carnival Night, Ice Cap, or Launch Base, and then follow it with FM synthesizer, and that will get you the PC version of that particular song. And then compare it to the Genesis version, and let me know what you think. Also, hello again, Javo. Welcome back. We are working our way through a mind-bending puzzle game.
We get to do one last cube puzzle for old time's sake.
Oh yes, this one involves a lot of cubes propping up doors, as I recall. But we are once again cube poor in a cube-rich world.
Just bring me the cubes. All I ask is cubes.
Just a little cube girl in a big cube world.
Just a small town cube, living in a lonely cube shooting gun. Took the midnight train going cubes. Can't go that.
You win. I can't think of another song.
Excuse me? Okay.
Haha!
I have you now, cubes.
The power we needed.
We can appreciate the entire journey by looking back at how far we come. No, I am not going to press the escape key right now, but nice try, video game.
Oh, that's evil. I definitely would have done it too.
Oh, hello. I am still live, so.
Hello,
Be on camera
off-stream
for a
person
second?
on Brian's stream.
No? Okay, well, is this food for me? Well, thank you. I'm almost done with this game, and then I will eat food, and if you haven't yet eaten food, I'll eat food with you, but thank you for getting me food. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Invisible Stream Mom, for getting Brian food. He needs it.
Somebody who's in my headphones who you can't hear has just said, thank you, Invisible Stream Mom, for getting Brian food because he needs it. Not a mom. Well, you can be Stream Mom, though. That's Marina. She's cool. Alright, so there's cubes which have got us to... Oh, we need to vacuum these cubes, don't we? Yeah, we do.
We need to vacuum them quickly somehow.
We need to remove these cubes. No, can we not remove here?
I'd try it again.
Oh, wait. We need to... No, the little frame in here is keeping us from removing them.
Ah, okay.
We can do that, though.
Do we just speedrun it and go fast?
Oh, goodness.
I feel like that's gotten us into trouble before, but...
Nah, that worked. Sometimes you gotta
All right.
go fast. But that doesn't... Oh, we just gotta do the same thing over here, I guess. Can I... Yeah, now here's where I can insert... Go.
Good enough.
This doesn't help. Now we can go down this elevator. Oh.
How did we do that?
Help. Wait a minute. I got this. Vacuum it.
Aha!
Still no answer as to how that happened, but you know.
Oh, this is an elevator that we had to ride previously, except without cubes. So
Yes.
be very careful before we jump in any of these force fields.
Yeah,
What
no,
do we
let's
do now?
just make ourselves a little cube repository here. There we go. Let's see. I remember. Okay, had to like transport some cubes over here. And then so we've just got some cubes available, and then over here we can kind of transport them this way. And we can vacuum them here.
Alright.
can insert here.
And that must have accomplished something,
Yeah, there we go. That'll do it.
I say with complete certainty.
That gives us cubes over here. It's all about where you put your cubes and where they take you. See, I could write for this game. Sometimes space makes logical sense. Sometimes.
Only when the puzzle demands it.
Every journey comes to an end.
Here we go.
There's the spooky black cube. Let's suck it up.
And now this game gets trippy.
Yeah, so now I've got the black cube, which is great. And here we are. There's a good orb in the sky. You know, just
The voices are back again.
just normal cube stuff. While I'm walking through this void, Mark, do you want to give us another little rundown on Rainforest Trust?
Absolutely. So for everyone who's joined us fairly recently, welcome to Metroid Marathon. We're inserting the voices into my head, but more to the point, we're playing video games to support a charity called the Rainforest Trust. The Rainforest Trust is a charity that purchases land in exotic locales throughout the world in order to protect the plants, animals, and people that live there. Oh goodness, let's see. They purchase land directly with your donations. They encourage local governments to protect that land from other companies and sorts that would want to mine it or anything like that. And they sorry, I'm getting distracted. And they
Oh, I've messed up. Continue.
and they push all of that work towards conservation efforts of some of Earth's most important and starting to get increasingly scarce resources. They're a wonderful charity. We worked with them quite a bit in preparation for this marathon. They are very, very efficient in that almost all of your donations go, 95% of your donations go directly to their land purchasing and conservation efforts. None of your donations go to Metroid Marathon. When I say donate to us, I truly mean donate to the Rainforest Trust to help them. We've been raising money for them since Friday at noon, and we're up past $1,500. So thank you all very much for everything that you've contributed so far. We're doing great, and we'll be here continuing to work until tomorrow night. After this, we're going to play another game this evening called Broken Reality, and we'll be continuing to accept donations for the Rainforest Trust at that time. Antichamber was a fun little break game where we didn't do any fun things for donations. We just kind of wanted to chill out. It was a fun little break game where we didn't do any but we normally have lots of fun little donation incentives and singing and whatnot there. but we normally have lots of fun little donation incentives and singing.
Brian, this looks like the end of the game.
This is pretty much the end of the game. I'm curious as to why you seem to be echoing on yourself, but I guess it's fitting for the end of this game, so...
Has Antichamber just taken control of your computer's entire sound system?
I think it has taken control of the internet, perhaps? I'm not sure. But anyway, here seems to be a place to insert maybe a cube or something. And we have precisely one cube, so... let's go.
For the record, I am not whispering dark eldritch things. That's the cube. That's in-game echo, not real-life echo.
That's the ghosts in the internet. This all seems good.
Antichamber was Assassin's Creed all along.
It has been. Whoa, it's the Antichamber logo. And now it's sucking in the world.
Scruff McGruffin asks, "But what does it all mean?"
It means Alexander Bruce. That's Antichamber. What does it all mean? It means you put some cubes in the right place, I guess. Anyway.
Align enough cubes in your life, and you will expand the meaning of shape.
It's really... I'm so glad that you've been so enthusiastic about watching Antichamber, everybody. I really, really love this game, and I'm glad to share it with a lot of people. And now it's closed, and you can see where the game goes on the stream.
Woohoo!
It just closes itself.
Thank you for playing Antichamber, Brian.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Thank you for being here to watch Antichamber. So, as Mark said just a minute ago, Sterling is going to be taken over in just a couple of minutes with Broken Reality, and that's going to close us out for tonight. He's going to be going until late o'clock, so that's fun. And then we'll be back in the morning, bright and early, with Guacamelee, which will also be a very fun time. So make sure to keep watching for tonight, and then tune back in tomorrow morning starting at, what time is that? 8 Eastern, I believe?
That sounds about right.
Point is, stick around. It's going to be a great time. Thanks for watching. This has been me, and the main stream can take us away.
Take us away, Tech.
Bye.